Live to play some Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay. Enjoy yourself.
I plan to.
What are you doing? Just running around the hub, or
It's like a little
have you
free
ever worked?
play thing, but I'm also a New Game Plus, so I do have stories to go do.
I, honest to God, wish that they, or hope they come out with another thing like, um, The Island. I can't remember its name off the top of my head.
The Island? Oh, that.
Yeah, the DLC. I hope they come out with another story DLC at some point, because I fucking love Ghost of
Um,
Tsushima.
the fuck is it called? Apparently I did that on my old save. Let me leave this
It
save.
it was The Island, but I can't remember its name.
Yeah, I know what you're referring to. Let me go to my old save. Sure, save that game. Why the hell not? New save data. Now load. 9/3/2021.
Iki Island.
Yes, Iki Island. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, I enjoyed that. That was a
And the
fun one.
story was good.
Yeah, it really was. Like I actually got emotional in some of those scenes.
Yeah, like all of the shit was good about it. They the one thing that I griped about was
The
in
fuck
the
am I?
pirate like little hub area.
I think I'm on Iki Island at the moment. No, I'm not. Okay, I actually have what I was after in this save, so whatever. Ow, full damage! That fucking hurt. I
Yeah,
jumped off of a building and broke my knee.
that's how fall damage works, brother. Remember, there is a way to mitigate it in that game. I believe it's circle,
Oh yeah, that's a thing, ain't it?
right before you hit the ground.
I'm gonna have to test that out, because I still have a lot of health.
Oh no, you'll still take full damage from some shit.
Yeah, okay, it's circle to roll when you land. The fuck bow am I wearing at the moment? Okay, it's my half bow. I was like, what the fuck am I wearing? Why is it massive? Then I look at the longbow and go, oh no, that bitch is big.
Yeah, that's the funny part is everybody's like, or thinks like Skyrim longbow is actual longbow. No, normal longbows are the size of you.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, they are fucking gigantic swords.
I forget, was there a fast travel option in this game?
Um, I believe so. I believe it was just the
Yes,
map and
because I'm going to return to Jogaku Temple. Oh, I love instant fucking load screens.
it is nice.
It's so good. I think this is the temple where I get gifts. Yes, it is.
Any temple you can get gifts. It's not just one specific.
What do I have here? 100 times supplies. Cool. Oh, golden bird leading me somewhere. Where are you taking me?
And that's the thing I like the most about these games is it's not like, oh, there's a secret nearby. Go look around.
You
It's
literally
like
have to look at the environment.
you literally learn from the environment.
Yeah. It's incredible. Like when you see a golden bird, it means there's a settlement around or something similar. If you see a fox,
You
it
see,
means there's a
yeah, you
shrine
see a
nearby.
fox. There's a Inari shrine, and the fucking shrine benefits you get from that eventually are freaking inane.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was running three different charms. One to boost, like, physical damage, one to boost, my stealth, and something else. And I believe the Inari charm just did all three of those at once.
The bird led
So,
me to a basket helmet.
the basket helmet, I remember that.
Yes.
Some of those helmets are really fucking good looking, though.
I'm currently wearing the God of War stuff.
Yeah.
The fuck do I... Oh, the run tire. Tadayori's armor.
Now, I do not like you. You're a shit bag.
The yarn investments are always a cool one.
The Yarnum ones I wish weren't crow feathered. In all honesty. Like, I like it, but like, I don't know. I wish it was a bit more true to like the Bloodborne-esque style of it, and not just armor recolored. Which I understand why they did it like that, though.
Yeah. Oh, I remember now why I was doing New Game Plus, because I want the other color for the ghost armor.
Yeah, you got the white one, didn't you?
No, I got the red one. I want the
Okay.
white one.
Because I still remember you were struggling with him as a boss.
No,
Your
I didn't
father.
struggle.
No?
You struggled.
Did I? Oh
Yes.
yeah. But it was.
I one shot or like I did
Yeah,
it on
that's
my first
right.
try.
Okay. Sorry, I got
Then
it mixed
I
up.
redid that mission and I struggled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, while, yeah, the fight pissed me off, it was still a good fight. The one that
Yeah.
pissed me off was on Iki Island, was the samurai fights in that one. Where it was literally like, one dude fucking kicked sand in your face. Like, come the fuck on, dude.
Oh, the battles, like the
Yeah.
challenges.
Little samurai fight pit thing.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't like it either. I'm like, you cheap fuck.
Yeah, like, I still kicked his ass, don't get me wrong. Like, it took me a couple of tries, but I kicked his ass for it. But it was
Mhm.
just like, you rude bastard.
Yeah.
But like, just the difference in shit you could do in that game, I really appreciate. Like, it's never a thing of like, oh, you're funneled down one specific thing because that's the best thing. Like, by the end of it, I was running a full fire damage kit just because that was fucking fun.
Yeah.
Watching enemies get lit on fire and then panic, and
I
then
liked
that
poisoning
generated my
them.
fucking terror. And then that gave me even more shit to do. Like, it was just great.
See, I
I need to
enjoyed
fucking get back into it, honestly.
See, I enjoyed doing the throwing the wind chimes that poison them, then strike
Yeah.
fear into them, and then what the fuck? Come on, there you go, Gene. And then like I always liked doing the frenzy flowers,
Yeah.
the frenzy darts, because they were always fun to do damage with.
I know for me it was literal fire and terror. Because like my standoff, I could clear out an entire fucking rank of enemies in just the standoff alone.
Right.
Just because that's how my build was. Because I had the extra one, and then I had an increased chance of terrifying enemies if I won a standoff.
Mm-hmm.
So it was literally one of those things like the fight was over before it started. Every time.
Yeah.
Hence why I started doing the fire build, because it was like no one's fighting back, and the ones that are dying in 3 seconds.
Yeah, no, it was. It's always honestly. I'm still mad this game didn't win Game of the Year that year.
Yeah, I mean, what I forget what were its competitors.
Last of Us Part Two.
Oh yeah, well that was editor or that was people's choice, wasn't it? Even though it
No,
wasn't the people who chose it.
people chose Ghost of Tsushima,
Yeah, I know. And the fucking
but the main
judges
Game of the
didn't.
Year award was from all the fucking uh, GameSpot and all of them,
Yeah,
like the
all the
game journos.
reviewers.
And they were like, Last of Us Part 2 is revolutionary. No, the fuck it's not.
No, no, it's not. You don't kill your fucking main character off in the second game. That's just basic 101.
I get the whole thing of like what goes around comes around, and there was a revenge
Yeah,
aspect to it. But
like
like,
it was cool that it connected to it, but like they could have done it differently.
literally, I
They
remember
could have
reading
given
the
it
original
more
concept
hang
for
time,
it. I remember reading the original concept for it, and
which
it would have
was
been so much fucking better.
what happens.
So Abby basically infiltrates the whole area and then hangs out with Joel and Ellie, gaining their friendship,
And then a
and
betrayal.
then kills them.
Makes sense. But when you're the size of, She-Hulk, who's been pumping steroids, I guess all you need is a good 9-iron. Like, fucking okay. Like,
I don't even know how to fucking do this game. Ow. How the fuck do I lock on again?
I believe it's the same as most Souls-likes.
No, that's just crouching. I don't think I
It's either
can.
that or like R1 or something.
Woo!
Remember, there are
Oh no, you
you
need
can
water
look at the
stance for the
controls.
shield.
Remember, there are in fact you can look at the controls.
Well, they ran off like cowards because I'm in ghost uniform. Need to heal again. But yeah, like Abby was like, oh, well, I'm going to go in here. And she ends up actually, she doesn't find out who Joel is till near the end of the game.
Yeah.
She learns that Ellie is immune somewhere through the midway, like it actually went down in the game.
Yeah, like she gets bit and doesn't fucking turn and shit.
I think it was either that one or like where like when she fell into the subway and her respirator cracked and she's like, don't take your fucking mask off because I'm immune.
Right. Like that stuff I understand. And that would be, once again, an acceptable way to end it. Once again, Ellie fucking just playing golf with Joel's forehead was not...
No. 50
Was,
minutes into the game and he's dead.
yeah, like...
And then it's a cliche fucking revenge thing that has no resolution.
Yeah.
I understand people are like, oh no, she realized that she lost everything and the revenge didn't help her any. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's how most revenges go, but that doesn't fucking change it.
No, it doesn't.
Like, can you imagine fucking Luke Skywalker offing Darth Vader in the first fucking reveal of Darth Vader and Luke, and then not even realizing the fact that he was his father until afterwards? Until Obi-Wan Kenobi is just, or Ben Kenobi is like, you know, hey, you do realize that was your dad, right? Like, you don't do that.
No, you don't. Okay, yeah, I poisoned him. It hit his shield, but he still got poisoned. Nice. I love poison arrows. But, like, the idea that, like, Abby was going to befriend them, and then near the end of the story, she finds out who Joel is, and then she kills her, and then the next game is Ellie's revenge.
Yeah.
Or she kills him, and then the next game is Ellie's revenge mission.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, the revenge needs to end somewhere. And if that's, you know, with Abby dying, fine. Because that would make it actually fitting. Because in the grand scheme of things, Ellie is too valuable to kill.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you know, Ellie being pissed that Joel didn't fucking, or did what he did.
It's understandable.
I'm sure came up. But, like, at the same time, in Last of Us 1, I'm pretty sure Joel explained why Ellie, or he acts the way he did to Ellie.
Yeah.
Because he lost his kid and whatnot. Like, I'm sure she knows that.
The issue is that, you know, she can't forgive him for hiding what he did, and she's pissed because of the fact that she could have ended it all.
Yeah, the greater good. While Ellie would have made that choice, Joel couldn't, due to selfish reasons. Completely understandable about the nature of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
I completely agree with it. Because in that kind of a scenario, with that kind of a thing, I may even be hard-pressed to say, you know, okay, do it.
Right. Well, the issue was that she was unconscious and they weren't willing to wake her up to check with her.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I think that had they done that, he would have respected her decision. But they were just gonna go ahead and fucking do it without talking to her.
Yeah, they're just gonna give her a fucking, you know...
They were just gonna cut her fucking skull open and remove her fucking brain.
Yeah.
And Joel's like, you're not even gonna fucking ask her?
Yeah, like... I'm not gonna let you do this to a kid who has literally no way of doing so. Or no way of agreeing to this. Once again, the greater good, but there are better ways to do it.
Let's see who runs. Off he goes.
Into the wild blue yonder?
Lost again.
Son of a bitch.
Now let's frenzy that guy. That's another thing, dude. The stealth options in this game are amazing.
The options in general are amazing in Ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, nary in a game do I ever think, man, how or what ways can I kill this one enemy and do it in a fun way? And there are at least, what, 7 for just a specific enemy? Like, you're sitting here like, damn, I wonder how I can kill this one basic grunt enemy. I can poison him, I can put him to sleep, I can fear him.
Yeah.
I can stealth him, I can shoot him, like...
There's just so many options to this game that make it incredible.
Yeah.
I will say it deserved its fucking best visuals. At least it won that. At least it won that because, my god, this game's visuals are breathtaking.
I mean, you expected them to try and fucking hold The Last of Us to fucking that? I'll give credit where credit may be due. The Last of Us might have been a very good-looking game.
It did. It looked good, but it was weak.
But, like, compared to how Ghosts did it, as well as, like, the BGM that tied to it and literally everything...
I don't think it won Best Score.
No, probably not.
I think that went to Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's understandable. Because Final Fantasy has some fucking amazing music.
Yes, yes it does.
You see, I will always hold my brother accountable for it. And he is the reason I did not get into Final Fantasy. Because, me and him always played, I always remember playing Kingdom Hearts 2, and I ran into Cloud in that. And I was like, where's he from? He's like, oh, it's from Final Fantasy. You don't want to play that game. It's really bad.
When in reality, it was actually a good fucking game.
Well, to be fair, this was PS2 era. So it was still like Final Fantasy 2 and 3, where it had the blocky JRPG graphics.
Yeah.
So, like, in essence, he wasn't wrong that the game was bad looking.
I could accept that it looked bad in terms of, like, graphics, but, like...
And also, in all honesty, I was never very patient with JRPGs anyways.
Yeah, right.
Love you too. Well, like I said, I'm not going in tomorrow. Maybe. Like, yeah. JRPGs were never really a strong genre for me. Simply because I didn't have the patience to fucking play them. Which is actually ironic, because I still believe that, Dragon Quest VII, Journey of the Cursed King, is my all-time highest amount of time played in any video game.
Right.
Simply because I left my PS2 on, because I would sneak playing the PS2 in the morning before I'd go to school during middle school, and fucking ended up leaving it on multiple times a day in order to, or leaving it on multiple times in order to actually fucking just keep my spot, and because I couldn't pause it or anything, so it was literally just...
That was like me with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the Wii, because I didn't have a GameCube save card. I literally would not turn off my Wii. My Wii was on 24/7 because if I turned it off, I lost everything.
Yup. That's how I was with Monster Hunter 2 on the PSP. Didn't have the SIM card, so it was like, okay, I just won't close the game and turn it off.
Then about 2 weeks later, my grandma took me to GameStop and I bought it. So I was good. Once I plugged that puppy in, I saved the game, and my Wii, screaming for release, was like, oh, thank you.
Thank the makers. Thank Nintendo.
Like, it was really, like, whirring at me for, like, hours. And then I finally turned it off, and it was like, oh my god. Sweet release.
Somebody kill me. Later. But honestly, that's why Monster Hunter became such a fantastic game for me. Because every time I had to restart, I'd choose a different build. Like,
Yeah.
I would always sit or slot myself into one specific, like, weapon archetype.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, at first it was, longsword, I believe. And then after that it was hammer and then dual blades. And I eventually wound up ending with greatsword all the time I could play in it.
Golden bird. Right. Yeah, I get it. 2 golden birds? 2 golden birds.
Wow.
Well, unless my eyes are playing tricks on me.
I mean, it is 10:30 around.
It's only 10:20 now. But yeah, it's about 10
Fuck.
minutes off.
I don't know. A part of me wants to
took me
get
to a
into
banner.
Nice. Part of me really wants to get into Final Fantasy 14, the MMO.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting on the
Like,
new one.
what do you mean?
They announced the new game that they announced with the release of the PS5. It was like 17 or 18.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that one.
Mm-hmm. That one looks good. I played, it's one of the more uncommon of the, Final Fantasy games. It was a game on the Wii. It was called Final Fantasy: The Legend of the Crystal Bearer.
Yeah.
And that one was pretty cool. But I love running around in the woods and just finding a black bear throwing around a bunch of fucking Mongols.
Yeah. You are such a fucking cunt of an enemy.
Where you going, huh?
Don't you... You motherfucker. Oh my god, I hate those enemies so much. Okay, we'll see how you like that kind of fucking action, you asshole.
Say, quit fucking squirming and die.
Okay, edgelord.
Well, I hit him with the poison arrow and he wanted to keep moving.
Yeah.
Choke on your own saliva and foam later. Just die so I can loot you. Did they say which poisonous plant he puts in the arrow, the dart guns?
Spider lily.
I thought the spider lily was the insanity shit.
That's wisteria.
No, I'm pretty
I
sure
believe
we
it's
collect the spider lilies for that, because when I go up to the spider lily, it says collect for hallucination.
or no, it's Mongol poison, so it's whatever they make.
I think it's nightshade.
It might be. That's also another highly poisonous plant
Well,
to.
because it's purple, and nightshade's known to be a nice shade of purple and clumpy. So I
Yeah,
think it's nightshade.
you're probably right. I mean, once again, look in the fucking lore codex for it,
That's
because
true.
you know they have it. But I believe it's literally a Mongol poison that you just stole and was like, yeah, I'm gonna use this and fuck you with your own medicine.
You get out of the fucking way. We're Mongol captain.
Captain.
Your men are cowards.
Well, Lucas, when you see someone ripping through your forces like they're fucking candy wrappers, you know, you'd be kind of shitting yourself too.
Eh.
Especially if he's literally untouchable to you, dodging your attacks with fucking nigh perfect accuracy and shit like that.
So I've been fucking up with only stone stance. Granted, the heavies aren't really heavies. Well, that's a bear.
I wish it had like the Xenoverse's like, most used stance or like favorite stance thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm curious to know which one mine would have been. I believe it was water stance because of how flowing it was. It just hit so many times at once.
It might have been. I think it was between that and wind stance for you. I don't know. Wind stance was for more the spearmen.
That and okay, yeah, then it was wind stance. Wind stance and water stance. Cause
Because I liked moon stance and stone stance.
Cause I remember I got a charm that enhanced the power of my kicks and
Oh.
made them stun enemies. So I'd use wind stance and just kick people in the chin, send them flying, and when they get up, they're in the vulnerable stance to be executed.
Yeah.
And I'd just fucking ruin or scores of enemies with it.
Makes sense. Whoop. Whoop. Ooh. What's that? Incendiary oil. Full. Oh, that's right. I can set my sword on fire. Forgot about that thing. Whoop. I don't know, for some reason I'm like getting into playing some of the older games that I've played before.
Right. Well, when you have a drought of things to play.
Right. Well, my issue with Sly is like I wish I could like play it and like record it for fun. But since it's a PS3 game, it's streamed through already, so I can't even
Right.
record playing it. Unless I get like a PC with or a laptop with a capture card and shit.
Right.
So while it's fun to play it,
You just can't.
I can. It's just that like
Or
it's
you
also
can't record it.
yeah, and it's like it's a mix of trying to get used to You know, the old way that the games used to play,
Yeah.
and
Aged tank controls.
actually the controls for Sly 2 are pretty concrete. It's more of, like, frame rate.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I'm so used to, like, oh, this enemy's right in front of me, let me just beat the shit out of them. No, it's hit them once, knock them away, can't hit them again, so hit the next one once, knock them away, can't hit them while they're down.
Right.
But in the first game, fuck, dude, you didn't even really have a health bar. You had a, if they hit you with anything, you're dead. Unless, you know,
Right.
it's laser beams. Then you'll survive laser beams.
Yes, but one poke with a fucking wooden stick will put you on your ass and out of the game.
Yeah, and it would consume one of your lives.
I mean, that kind of style makes sense for an assassin or a thief of the night.
See, I understand that too. One of the things that I liked that they did with 3, or with, no, I've never played the third one. The one that I liked about the second game was in the first game, whenever you moved around if you weren't in combat, that sneaking noise of like just strumming like one string of a guitar, that bum bum
Yeah.
bum bum bum, was all the time in the first game.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, oh my god, shut it the fuck up.
Really?
Yeah, well, because when no matter where you go, unless you're in combat, which is just like a timing thing, like, oh, okay, it takes 2 seconds for him to smack down the hammer, then it takes him another 2 seconds to wind
Yeah.
it up, so just hit him. Then.
It's basic game mechanic.
Right. So when you're not in combat, everywhere you move, it's that fucking guitar strum. And since the majority of the game is just you walking around or running around, you just hear bum 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 the whole fucking game.
Right.
Whereas in Sly 2, if you start to creep up on somebody, all you do is you hear the dun 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 dun. But only if you
Yeah.
sneak up on someone. If you're just moving around, man, there's no fucking noise. What's more
Which,
is in the second game, your standard walk is in fact a sneak. In the first game, it was a dead-on sprint. You could sprint in the second game by holding R1, but that would cause noise and draw your attention to yourself. So you couldn't even sneak up on people in the first game because your character, even if you tried to sneak around them, technically still made loud noise because you didn't have a sneak mechanic.
right. But in fairness, of course, it
It
is,
was like 2004, so whatever, you
yeah,
know.
it was the first game in the fucking franchise, and it's not exactly as if games were fucking advanced at that point.
No, and like I said, you know, it's not like I really want to gripe about it because they fixed, like, if there's an issue in one of the games, the next game fixed it.
Yeah.
What's one of your
And that's
feedbacks
how
about this
it
game?
used to be.
It's fucking annoying when you constantly move around and you hear that guitar strum in the background. It stops the nice music in the background from playing.
And I guarantee if they do end up making another Sly Cooper at some point, it'll probably be a thing where you literally, like, crouch into a sneaking animation and it changes the music.
They've made 4, so they probably have. Like I said, I've never played 3 or 4. I've only ever played
Right.
1 and 2. So it's a huge possibility that that's the case.
I mean, like with Spyro. Fuck. Sorry. With like Spyro Remastered and shit, like stuff like
Right.
that,
Well,
kind of remaster.
the issue with it is that Sucker Punch created Sly Cooper,
Mhm.
so like they don't really focus on remasters.
Right, but at the same time, like,
Because it'd be cool to have a remaster of those games, you know? But, like, I mean, I don't expect it.
of course.
That's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, it happened. It was a fun game. Here's the 4th game. Move on. And it's like, okay, fine, fuck you.
I mean, if they are still making Sly Cooper games, then kudos to them, but like,
From what I heard, they're working on another Infamous-esque game right now.
honestly, I'd be cool with that too.
Be cool if it's like the return of Cole McGrath, because we know he's not fucking dead.
I just want new powers, like, fucking, it wasn't Delson, was it?
The one that could
His
take
name?
all the other conduits' powers.
Yeah,
That's Delson.
okay. I'm glad I remembered the name. Like, I liked that idea.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't attached to, like, what I want is Prototype mixed with Infamous, in all honesty.
I
Like,
could
I
see
think
that.
that kind of thing would be really fucking fun.
That does sound like it would be fun. I thought that was what the original Infamous games were supposed to be like.
Oh, Prototype wasn't even a thing back then.
Um,
I'm pretty
Prototype
sure.
came out, I think, shortly before Infamous 1? I don't know, I'd have to look it up. But, like, no, the idea of, making
Like,
another Infamous game would be really cool.
I just want it to, like, I understand the whole point was to, like, uh, tell a character's story, but, like,
Mm-hmm.
I want to create a character.
Yeah, and choose, like, how you want to be a conduit throughout the whole story.
Yeah, like, give us a skill tree for it. It can be done.
I'd probably still take, like, Smoke or Fire.
I'd still do lightning. Just so long as, like, I want to say make it like how Red Dead is. Like, with its morality system and whatnot. Like,
I mean, they all had a morality system.
yeah, but at the same time, like, you could do evil things and still get away with getting the good ending. Like,
I could do that in Red Dead too.
yeah. And like how Infamous used to be, where like hitting certain milestones gave you certain special abilities for it.
Yeah.
Like, I would love a fucking sandbox. Hell, could you imagine an MMO fucking Infamous game?
Oh. Oh.
Like, I
Yeah,
think
kinda. What the
it,
fuck was that? I just see a meteor strike. I think I
like
just saw a
outside,
fucking... No! In game.
I don't believe there's an event like that.
Poppy. You having puppy nightmares?
Oh, I always hate it when our friends have puppy nightmares like that. Unless you
Jesus
used to have
Christ!
them.
Where's that cannon fire coming from? I can't tell if it's a cannon or this is a legitimate fucking meteor shower.
I wouldn't know. Where are you?
Um...
You're gonna say,
Siege
because if you're...
weapons.
Okay.
I see it now.
I'm gonna say, because if you're in fucking... What's it called, then...
I am currently in Kamiyagata. Bottom left, like, western
Yeah.
side. Like, the
Yeah.
bottom left-hand corner of, like, the top. I see it. It's a big fucking trebuchet throwing rocks.
Can I just say, you have the absolute worst way of explaining things.
Yes, you can.
Okay. You have the absolute fucking worst way of explaining things. It is the bottom left at the top right of the map, and like I understand what you mean, so I'm not giving you hell about that. But like, good fucking God, my brother.
Heavy! Heat moon stance, fucker.
Eat moon stance, fucker.
Oh, fuck off.
Are you really fucking... Are you really trying to say that's not what it fucking sounds like?
Jin just poses with his arms crossed. Like, aha, I have cut this thing. Fuck all of you. As I run through fire like a dumbass.
He is the original Jinja Ninja. And no, I'm not sorry.
Okay. Okay, I remember that skill now.
So, this game is very
ghost mode.
fucking... What?
I forgot ghost mode was a thing.
Yeah. Both analog sticks, I believe. And you can deactivate it if you actually didn't mean to go into it.
Yeah, that's the nice part.
More freak out modes need to be like that, I think. Just being able to salvage it if you fat finger the controller. But then again, fuck me, I'm tired.
I'm kind of getting there. I took a nap when Eva did until like 4 o'clock, so I'm kind of still awake.
Oh, I was trying to take a nap, but currently there were assholes on my roof pounding the shit out of it. So
Right.
I maybe got like a grand total of an hour of sleep out of it. And I think I was down for about 3 hours.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you, my lord. And it's like, technically I'm not a lord anymore, but thank you.
Yeah, but the masses don't ever see that kind of shit.
Well, to them, I'm still a lord. It doesn't matter if it's been publicly outed that, you know, the Sakai family name has lost its lordship title, and he's a wanted fugitive by the fucking shogun. You know?
Yeah. Can we just admire the fact that Jin Sakai is basically Japanese Rambo?
Yeah. I kind of more thought of like a Batman.
Like, I still wish there was, you know, a different ending where you did choose to go without all of the fucking abilities and shit. Just to see if you could do it.
Like cast aside your ghost title?
Yeah, like, embrace tradition, reject, you know, adaptation kind of thing. Like, I think it'd be fun.
I remember how fucking cool it was when Gene's uncle first saw him as the ghost.
When he fucking poisons the entire Mongol camp?
No, that was after. It was when he broke through the barrier.
No.
And he showed...
I am fairly certain that the poison was the first one.
Nope.
Because he was like, Jin, you can't be doing this.
No, that was when he made him surrender.
Is it? Okay.
Yep. Because that was after he killed his Ronin friend.
Yeah, that's right, Rakuyo. Or not Rikuyo, Ryoko.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Ryuji.
Yeah. Fucking definitely not Rikuyo.
That's a weapon.
Yes. It is a very fun weapon.
Fucking Mongol dog.
Because, like, yeah, the build up to him becoming the ghost was very fucking good.
So no, the first time that he actually like showed who he was when they got his uncle back, and then they stormed that castle, like that
Was it the
fortress.
part where he fucking took off the commander's head?
Yep,
Okay, yeah. Because I was about to say,
his
the
first
lead
ever
up to,
public display of ghost mode.
yeah.
Not like that display of like when you first unlocked ghost mode, but like when he showed it
No,
to his uncle.
because I'm pretty sure the thing was to it was like the same symbol as the ghost mode. I'm pretty sure.
I think so. Cause like I remember very clearly that like the captain was scared and like had his back turned to him or something like that because the gates were
He
opened and Jean jumped down and decapitated him before leading the charge.
See, the way I thought it happened is that the gates were closed and his allies were trying to breach the gate,
Yeah.
and he jumped down and lopped their head off in front of his army, who was in front of the gate.
So what happened was, ow, I died.
Because I thought that's how it happened. That's how it played out.
No,
Where he
so
literally
it
cuts the head off and all the Mongols are running as they open the gate.
it was kind of like that. It's very close because you're not wrong on what actually happened. So he jumped down, decapitated him, and then the uncle breached the gate as the dude's head was falling off.
Yeah. Because I thought he had it in his hands and was telling them to run.
Yes,
Like, run
he
away, you
did.
Mongol dogs.
He did. He picked up his fucking head and like threw it afterwards, and they were like, "What the fuck? This is not
Jin,
my."
you
This is...
can't be doing this.
He's like, "I will do whatever I have to win this war."
Where is the honor?
Where was the honor
Keep
with
your
them when
honor.
they? And his argument was, "Why should I show honor when they don't?
Yeah.
What honor is there in what they're doing to our village while we just sit around and hide behind our honor for why we're cowards?" Like, he understood the necessity of the honor, but at the
Yeah.
same time, he understood the necessity of needing to cast it aside to do what was necessary to protect his island,
Yeah.
his home. Because what his uncle doesn't realize is, if he wasn't the ghost, he would have never broken him out of there.
Yeah. That's the thing, is like, none of that would have happened if he didn't. Like, the thing I want, or would have wanted, is like,